Okay, it is Frank, and it is the top of the hour, and I'm going to go ahead and be the host today. We've got a kind of a real quick presentation, and I'm going to open it up to question and answers. And so let's go ahead and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to share my screen, and I don't have it keyed up. Let me key this up. There you go. And share my screen. Come on. Share the screen. Okay, that didn't get me anywhere. How about this? Okay, anyone can tell me what we're looking at on my screen? Crickets.
Make it a great week.
Make it a great week.
Crickets, crickets, crickets. Okay, good crickets. All right, so let's go ahead and do the slideshow, and we're going to start from the beginning. All right. Hopefully, we're going to start from the beginning. Okay, so everyone noticed that the email that I sent out today was get your clients pre-qual, pre-qual, pre-qual. And why is it so important? Why am I making such a to-do about getting people pre-qualified? Well, it is really important because a lot of the people want to use our 125% buy, fix, and flip program. And that 125% buy, fix, and flip program comes with working capital. Now, here's the deal. The working capital is very, very inquiry sensitive. So all of our programs are sensitive to declines. So what is a decline? I really hate it when I try to get creative. If you view inquiries as declines, then you'll understand. So let's take, for example, somebody who's got a 680, 700 FICO, and they've been shopping. They maybe were shopping for a car, maybe they were shopping for credit cards, maybe they were shopping for a mortgage, maybe they were shopping for all three. And they got 21 inquiries. The way the banks view those inquiries and the way even private investors view those inquiries, they view them as declines. So if you've got a client that comes to me with a 680 FICO and I tell you, oh, that's a slam dunk, or it has a 720, and I say, oh, that'll be a slam dunk. We can get that thing right through. And then we get his soft credit pull that went through Identity IQ, and we've come up with 21 declines. I'm going to go ahead and use the word decline instead of inquiry. So he has 21 declines on his credit report. All of a sudden, that 720 is diminished. It's not that good anymore because why did they get 21 declines? Why do they have 6 declines? Why do they have so many declines? What is it that the other people who declined him, her, what is it that they found that we didn't find? You know what? Let's play it safe. Let's decline them also. Declined. And that's what ends up happening. So we have to be very, very careful about getting the declines, a lot of declines, or a lot of inquiries. That means that when we work with people, the word decline takes on a very different meaning. The word inquiry takes on a very, very different meaning when we're trying to get the best of the best quality programs. We're going to be launching, and before I go on to what we're going to be launching, I really want you to understand that any other thing that we would be doing, inquiries, 2 or 3 or 4 inquiries, wouldn't have all that much effect. And exactly, other loan officers will say, "Oh, let me pull your credit. No, 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 I'm going to get a hit. Oh, don't worry about it. It'll only be like 1 or 2 points on your FICO." It's not just the 1 or 2 points, because if you don't get the loan from that person, it's not 1 or 2 points less FICO that you have. It's a one more decline that you have. And that's what's going to prevent you from getting the working capital. That's the important thing, the most important program we have, the longest running program we have, the most profitable program we have is the working capital. And when you get declines, that's going to stop you from getting the working capital. And when that happens, everything else goes south. We're going to be launching a number of programs designed to produce high volumes of leads. Charles and I, excuse me, Clarence and I were talking about volumes of leads, getting promoting and getting marketing done to get leads. Well, we're going to begin to help everyone get those leads up and running and get tons of leads coming into you. And one of the ways we're going to do it is with our yellow sign program. Now, our yellow sign program is something, it's an interactive program. It means that you'll be active with that program. And if you look around your town, if you look everywhere in every city, in every town, in every state, you'll see on telephone poles all over the place yellow signs that say everything from a house for rent to owner financing to restore your credit fast, receive a credit card. You'll see these signs everywhere. Well, you and I are going to be putting those signs up in your own hometown. And let me tell you about the mentality of it. It is a very fast sign. Somebody riding by on a motorcycle could read that sign, and they might come back later on and take down the phone number. But restore your credit fast, receive a credit card. Oh my God, isn't that what everyone wants today? Everyone needs a credit card. Everyone needs their credit restored because of the COVID-19, because of jobs, because of the economy, because of everything. Everyone needs it. Now, what they don't want to do is they don't want to talk to a high pressure salesperson. So we have a pre-recorded message. Well, that does 2 things. This pre-recorded message sets their mind at ease that they not have to talk to a high pressure salesperson. And second thing, it'll give them the information that they need quickly and let them make a decision right away. And third, you don't have to get involved with it. Let me say that last one again. You don't have to get involved with it. This pre-recorded message is going to tell them everything they need to know. You can't improve on it. So it'll tell them everything they need to know, and it'll send them to something called a landing page. When they go to that landing page, it's going to ask them for their information if they want to purchase this product or not. And if they fill out the application, then they're your client. And if they fill out the application and the process goes through, you get a commission, and you never even spoke to that person, ever. And that is a fully automated system. Will you be ready? Well, I certainly hope so. We've been teasing you with this program for a little while. Rescue Reggie is one of the ones that in Atlanta, Georgia, but he's just outside of Georgia. And he is okay. All right. So anyway, He's the one that's going to be running this program, and he's going to be teaching us all about it. Not today, but he'll be teaching us all about it, how to use it, how to run it, how to work it, and what we need to do. And if you're serious about being a full-time pro affiliate, or you want a full-time income with only part-time work, this is a program that'll produce it. This is going to produce lots and lots of leads coming in. Some of the leads will get funded. Some of the leads will not get funded. Some of them will put their information in, but they may not go all the way through. The point is, they're going to be on a landing page, and that landing page is going to be traced back to you, and whether they buy or they don't buy, they're your clients, and you'll be able to work those clients later on. So there are 3 questions that you need to ask yourself. The 3 important questions are, how many affiliates are on your week's calendar? How many of you have already paid to be pro affiliates or / founders, same person, a pro affiliate and a founder is the same thing. So if you're a pro affiliate, how many affiliates are on your week's calendar? You should be talking to your sub affiliates or your standard affiliates at least once or twice a week, encouraging them to get out and do things, encouraging them to get out and talk to people, encouraging them to get on this very same program with you and put out signs in their own neighborhoods. And if you don't have if you've paid to be a pro agent or a pro affiliate, I'm sorry, if you're paid to be a pro affiliate and you don't have your affiliates yet, you need to get in touch with Rescue Reggie. He is our IT guy. Now, that doesn't mean we want to call him on the phone, and anyone who already has his phone number, please don't call him. He doesn't even have time to breathe, let alone spend a lot of time on the phone. If you contact him and tell him you want your 10 affiliates, he will give you your 10 affiliates and he'll give you your 10 leads. And if you call him and you tell him you want to get on this program, he'll get you on this program. The next thing you need to be doing is, come on. Next question you need to ask yourself is, how many applications have you turned in this week? If you have a good crew of 10 affiliates and you're encouraging those affiliates to get out there and work, or if you do the work yourself, you should be able to turn in many, many applications, especially for this new yellow sign program for credit restoration and a free, now I shouldn't say the word free, credit restoration and a credit card. You should be promoting the heck out of that, and you should be turning in applications every week. Now, let's face it, they're not all going to get approved. So it's a numbers game. The more you put in, the more chances you're going to have of getting approved. And how many approvals do you need to follow up on? Every time you get an approval, this is a client that you didn't actually speak to. This is a client that you didn't actually touch, but they've been approved. And now you and they're your client. So you do have the authority now to follow up with them and get to know those people. People like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And if you just got somebody a credit card and you just got somebody's credit restored and you give them a call and say, hey, you're welcome. I'm glad I was able to help you. Is there anything else I can do for you? They're going to know you, they're going to like you, and they're going to trust you to do other things. So the one thing COVID-19 did do is produce a lot of opportunity. Now, the restore your credit fast, receive a credit card, that is a very powerful, impactful statement, especially now. where everyone is hurting. Many people lost their jobs. Maybe they lost half of their hours. There's so many stories. It's just impossible to think of them all. But the opportunity is out there. We're going to be running the yellow sign program, and we're going to be running it in your neighborhood. Is anyone seeing my screen, by the way? Clarence,
Yes.
Clarence, what's it
Restore
saying?
your
Okay, because I see something on my screen that's blocking that we're going to be running it in your neighborhood. All right. Okay, so good. So we'll be running this program in your neighborhood. We want you to be participating in your neighborhood, and we want you to have all the leads that come through in your neighborhood. All right. Will you be ready? You know, we're going to do as much training as we possibly can, but you need to be willing to take action and actually do something. This will be a fully automated sale. Again, this will be a fully automated sale. You won't have to do anything for the credit part of the sale. The system is going to do the whole thing for you. We're going to return either the potential client, the suspect, or the customer when they're completed. Either way, you're going to get their information. Anybody who fills out their information and puts it in their landing page, you're going to get so that you can follow up. If you're participating in the program, I should have said, you'll get all of those things. And you will also get the commissions. So any of these clients that belong to you, you didn't even talk to them. You're going to get the commissions on the sale. Commissions will be tracked back to you. When I showed the yellow sign, I forgot to mention there's an 800 number that they dial, and then there's a 3-digit code at the end of the 800 number. They dial the 800 number and they're asked to put in that 3-digit code, 1, 2, 3, or whatever. And that 3-digit code will be assigned to you. And that's how we'll know if somebody calls in who to give that lead to. And the client will be yours to follow up with on all of the rest of the products that we offer. Let's let that settle in for a little bit. Everything else that we sell, we just did an automated sale. We got somebody their credit fixed. We got them a credit card in their hand, and now they're kind of liking us. So once the client's credit has been restored and they have a credit card in their hand, can anyone unmute themselves, shout out your name, tell me where you're calling from, and tell me what you might offer this client? Somebody, unmute yourself and tell me, what will you offer this client? Don't make me call names. Okay, Clarence.
$100,000, right? $100,000 loan.
There you go. That's one. That's fantastic. I love that one. Yep. What else? Anyone else? Okay. Everything that we sell, anything that we sell, everything that we sell. One of the things would be the $100,000 deal. That would definitely be one. One might be, well, are they looking for a house? Then let's talk to them about real estate loans. Are they looking for a car? Let's talk to them about business loans. Are they looking to open a business? Let's talk to them about business loans. Are they looking to be debt-free? Let's talk to them about the Easy as ABC program. You're going to have a ton of clients that know, like, and trust you. When you tell them certain things, they're going to believe you because what we did for them made them happy. It made them really like you and want to do business with you. Okay, so can anyone tell me what FICO do they need to qualify for the working capital, in other words, the $100,000, what FICO number do they need? Unmute yourself, shout out your name, tell me what number. Come on,
At
guys.
least a 680.
Thank you, Kimberly. They need a minimum of a 680 or above FICO to get that program. Okay, I'm clicking and nothing's happening here. What's going on? Okay, there you go. But what if they don't come up over 680? What if they get their credit squared away? What if they get that repossession taken off, that foreclosure taken off, the child support? What if they get all of that stuff taken off and they don't come up to over 680? Can anyone tell me what we can do to help these people?
Giving trade lines.
That's a very good one. Give them a trade line. Again, that was Kimberly. All right. Anyone else tell me what can we do to help this person get that $100,000 so that they can have it for working capital? All right. We can get them a credit partner. If they have a credit partner, they can use a credit partner to help them to qualify. Yes, we may have cleaned up their credit, and yes, they might have come up with a 650. They might have a clean credit. The absence of bad credit does not necessarily constitute good credit. They need something else added. And it may take them some time to get that, such as Kimberly mentioned. We could add a credit line to them. We knock off the foreclosure and the repossession and the late payments, and then they have practically nothing. Now we have to put something on. But if they're trying to get the deal of the century, they need it on now. They don't want to wait 30 days for it to reflect. So we can walk in with a credit partner. We're one of the only companies out there that actually allow that to happen, is to get a credit partner. So out of 1,089 working capital loans, how many do you think needed a credit partner? Anyone have a wild guess?
About 85%.
Pretty close. Only 18%. Only 18%.
I will go way more than that. I'll believe that. All
right.
18%.
Well,
Oh,
right now, the figures that we have is only 18% required a credit partner.
wow.
People that had a 680, but they might have been maxed out, or they might have had, I'm talking about people that had a decent credit score to start with, but
Oh,
it was
okay,
a
okay.
problem. And 18% of them needed a credit partner. So who is the credit partner? Who can that credit partner be? Come on. It could be a business partner. It could be a spouse. It could be a family member. And it can be a friend.
Mm.
The credit partner is taking on some liability. Now, if we set you up as a business, then the liability is very limited. You're not a co-signer. You wouldn't be a co-signer on a loan. If we set you up as personal private funding, like the personal term loans or the unsecured personal funding, if we set you up that way, then the credit partner is taking on liability, and it's going to be on both his credit report and your credit report. If we set you up as a business, which is what we're trying to do, if we set people up as businesses, then it would not be on the client's credit report, and it would not be on the credit partner's credit report. It would be on the business credit report. FICO never looks at Paydex, and Paydex is the business version of FICO, and Paydex never looks at FICO. So that way there, it wouldn't be on either one of them. Now, that person, if we're talking a business, that person needs to be part of the consulting process. In other words, I have to speak to them and make them totally, completely understand where they stand. There will be limited liability, but only if the client um, misses a payment or defaults. That would be the only time we would come after the co-signer or the business credit partner, but that would not affect, there's nothing that they can take away from them except the credit score. Okay. And the location has to be similar. You can't, I've tried this before. I've had a business in Texas and a co-signer or a business partner in New York. Doesn't work. They got to be in the same general vicinity so that they would at least appear to be linked in some way. And we have to have open lines of communication. We have to be able to talk to the co-signer, the credit partner, during the whole process of getting the co-signer, credit partner, on board so that everybody understands, because there will be one final interview with the credit partner. And if he doesn't have a clue what kind of business he's getting into, more than likely they're not going to get the funding. Okay. And actually the credit partner becomes the applicant. So the credit partner is actually the one that's going to be the applicant. Yes, you may own the business. Yes, you may be buying the house. Yes, you may be in charge. But if we're borrowing the credit partner's credit, the credit partner is the applicant. Okay, so that is all the time that I have, and it's all about the working capital program. For funding, things must be aligned. Everything's got to line up. We're going to go ahead and blow past this because it's irrelevant. We can get this on another screen, another time. And we're going to talk about that later. Let's go ahead and get into the next phase. We want you to make it a great day, a great week. For those, boo, I did not do one of the important things I wanted to show my screen. If you'll bear with me just a bit, I've got one other thing I wanted to show you guys, and I ran out of time. Okay, a lot of you guys are already familiar with the 125% program. It starts with the working capital that I've been talking about. So if we bring you a ton of people and they have clean credit and a credit card in their hand, they may want to go for this working capital. They may be involved in real estate. They may want to borrow the money to buy that property, get the money to rehab the property, and get the money to market the property. The reason I'm showing you this flyer is because Reggie is creating a 6-pack for you. It's going to be a set of business cards, a set of 125% buy, fix, and flip flyers, a set of 100% CLTV flyers, applications for the 125%, and applications for the 100%. And it will be geared towards you, not me. So you'll put in your name, whatever title you want, however you want the people to contact you, your email address, if you're on Skype, and if you have a website that you want them to go to. He's going to customize all of this information specifically for you. So you can take this and fold it in 3 pieces and hand this side up to the people that you speak to. Who are you going to speak to? Anyone in a RIA group, anyone in a real estate office, anyone in a home and garden show, anyone in a boat show. I mean, there's all kinds of places that you can pass out flyers. These can also be virtual flyers, meaning you can send them as a email to people on Craigslist, Facebook, and all other social media. This is going to be the front of the flyer. This will be the back of the flyer. Same thing with the 100% CLTV. There'll be a front and a back, and then applications. So for those things, thank you for bearing with me. We want you to contact Reggie. If you want these business cards, flyers, and applications customized to yourself, contact Rescue Reggie at rgbbiz@cox.net. And again, poor Reggie, he's the IT guy. He has very little time to breathe. He is, in fact, on dialysis, and he's running to the hospital on a regular basis. So, but he's a very good IT guy, and so please don't call him if I've given you his phone number, please lose it, and just contact him by email. Sometimes he'll work during the day, but many times he works late into the early morning hours and gets all of our things done for us. So with that, I am past my half hour. So if anyone has any questions, you can unmute yourself, shout out your name, and ask me the question, and I'll try to answer it. Otherwise, I'm going to close her down. Anyone have any questions?
I have a quick question.
Good. This is Andrea.
Yes. The marketing software program that we've just purchased, is that what we're going to be using to market this program?
Yes.
Are you going to show us how to put that program in use, that system in use for this program? Because it seems like it's only promoting health products and some workout information.
Okay. Yes. Okay. The answer is yes, and that I'm not sure which one you got. It sounds to me like you got the workout program, and that's not what we were trying to do. We were trying to get you to get the marketing program. I'll have to look at it. Maybe you and I can look at what you've got later on. But what she's talking about is it's Now Lifestyle. I've advertised it. I've been promoting it, and they're offering a $99 deal for 6 months, I think it is, with 2,500 leads, and it is a drip marketing campaign. And now, if that's what you're talking about, the answer is absolutely correct. That is exactly what I'm talking about, is being able to get all of this information from these people. They'll be landing on your landing page. When they land on your landing page, they're going to be putting in their name, their email, and their phone number, and then either they're going to purchase the credit restoration or not, doesn't matter. They're your client, and then you can go back and work with them, and you can have up to 2,500 clients on that program. So the answer is yes. That's the program we're talking about.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay, anyone else have any other questions? That was a great question, by the way. Thank you. No? Well, then with that, I'm going to say thank you.
Frank?
All. Yes.
This is Jean. I don't know how to keep myself unmuted. So the quick question is, can we do this program on ourselves first so we can say to people who work for me, it'll work for you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that attitude. That is a great attitude. And the answer is absolutely yes.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to say thank you, everyone. God bless. And you have a great rest of the week. Looking forward to a bright and exciting next week. We're going to be launching this program next week, the Yellow Sign program. So watch for it in your email. Watch for it. All right. God bless. Thank you.